Welcome to this channel. Today we are going to learn how to balance chemical equation for class 10. Hey everyone, you know that there are some basic rules to balance chemical equation. Okay, I have already written those rules, but before giving you those rules, let me directly show you how to balance chemical equation. Right, if you are a student of class 10, then you have come to the right place to learn how to balance chemical equation. Right, I hope, believe and expect that this tutorial will give you confidence. Right, so be attentive. So how to balance this reaction? To balance this reaction, let me first draw a table like this. In the left hand side we have carbon, that is 3, then we have a hydrogen which is 8, then oxygen which is 2. In the right hand side we have carbon, that is 1, then oxygen which is 2, and here we have 1. So basically we are getting 3. Then here we have hydrogen which is 2. Right, okay, to balance this reaction means we have to balance the number of carbon, hydrogen and oxygen from both sides of this reaction. Right, so look, to balance the number of carbon, what I can do? Look, here we have 3, but here we have 1. If I multiply here by 3, that gives me 3. Look, if you multiply by something, that something must come before that atom. So carbon has come from carbon dioxide. So we have to place these 3 here. If I place here 3, then the number of carbon will be 3. Already we have written. The number of oxygen, 3 times 2. That is 6. So we have to update the number of oxygen. Here we have 6 oxygen, plus here we have 1. That is totally we are getting 7 oxygen. Okay, look, here we have 3 carbon. Right, now look, hydrogen here 8 and here 2. Right, so to balance the hydrogen, what can you do? You can multiply here by 4, that gives you 8. This 4 must come before this hydrogen, that is here. So let me put here 4. So if I put here 4, the number of hydrogen will be 8 and the number of oxygen will be here 4. Right, so basically you are getting 10 oxygen. Right, so to balance the oxygen, what can you do? You can multiply here by 5, that gives you 10. These 5 must come before this oxygen, that is here. So look, carbon 3, hydrogen 8, oxygen 10. So everything is balanced. You can say that this is the balanced equation. At last you can change this arrow sign by equal sign if you want. This is the balanced equation. Right, look, this oxygen has come from 2 compounds. This oxygen may come from carbon dioxide or water. Right, so if you get an atom that will come more than 1 compound, then you should balance that element at last. Right, okay, let me take another example. Look, how to balance this reaction. If you are a student of class 10, you can have this reaction to write. Right, okay, to balance this reaction, I have to draw a table like this. Okay, in the left hand side we have iron, that is 2, we have oxygen, that is 3, and we have aluminium, that is 1. In the right hand side we have iron, that is 1, we have aluminum, that is 2, we have oxygen, that is 3. Okay, look, to balance this reaction means we have to balance the number of iron, oxygen and aluminum atom from both sides of this equation. Look, this iron, here iron 2, but here 1. So to balance the iron, I can multiply here by 2, that gives me 2. These 2 must come before this iron, that is here. Okay, iron is balanced now. Oxygen 3 3, so oxygen is already balanced. Aluminum here 1 but here 2. So to balance the aluminum, what can I do? I can multiply here by 2, that gives me 2. This 2 must come before this aluminum, that is here. So look, now aluminum 2 2, oxygen 3 3, iron 2 2. So everything is balanced. So you can say that this is the balanced equation. At last you can change this arrow sign by equal sign, right? Okay, let me take this example. If you are a student of class 10 and if you want to learn chemistry, then I think you should know how to balance this very common reaction, right? So to balance, what can I do? I have to draw a table like this. Look, in the left hand side we have sodium, that is 1. Then we have OH, that is hydroxide ion, right, which is 1. Look, in the right hand side we don't have any hydroxide ion, but we can write this water like HOH, right? However, so in the right left hand side we have hydrogen, that is 2. Then we have SO4. This is a polyatomic ion, right? SO4 1. In the right hand side we have sodium, that is 2. Then we have sulfate, which is 1. Then we have hydrogen, which is 1. Then we have hydroxide, which is 1, right? So look, to balance this reaction means we have to balance the number of sodium, hydroxide, hydrogen and sulfate from both sides of this equation, of this reaction. So here sodium 1 but here 2. So balance the sodium, what can I do? I can multiply here by 2, that gives me 2. This 2 must come before this sodium, that is here. If I place here 2, the number of sodium will be 2, the number of hydroxide ion will be also 2, right? So let me update the number of hydroxide 2. Now look, sodium is balanced but hydroxide is not balanced. So to balance the hydroxide, what can you do? You can multiply here by 2, that gives you 2. This 2 must come before this hydroxide ion, that is here. If you place here 2, the number of hydrogen will be changed. So you have to write 2 hydrogen. So look, now you have sodium, which is 2 2, hydroxide 2 2, and hydrogen here 2 2, then sulfate 1 1. So you can say that this is the balanced equation. At last you can replace this arrow sign by equal sign. So this is the balanced equation. I hope, believe and expect that you have understood what I want to say to you, right? Okay, let me take another example so that you can have clear knowledge, right? So let us take this example. Okay, how to balance this reaction? Look, in the left hand side we have potassium, that is 1. Then we have chlorine, which is also 1. Then we have oxygen, which is 1. In the right hand side we have potassium, that is 1. We have chlorine, that is also 1. We have oxygen, that is 2. So potassium 1 1, chlorine 1 1. So everything is balanced except oxygen. To balance the oxygen, I can multiply here by 2, that gives me 2. These 2 must come before this oxygen, that is here. If I place here 2, the number of potassium will be 2. So let me write. The number of chlorine will be also 2. So let me update. Okay, the number of oxygen will be 2 times 3, that is 6. So let me write here 6. Okay, now look, here potassium 2 but here 1. So to balance the potassium, what can you do? You can multiply here by 2, that gives you 2. These two must come before this potassium that is here. Okay. At last, I would like to give you some rules so that you can have more confidence. Look, in a chemical reaction, atoms are neither created or destroyed. So a chemical equation must have an equal number of each type of atom on both sides of the reaction arrow. Start by balancing those elements that occur in only one compound on each side of the equation. You can only change the coefficient while balancing chemical equations, never the subscript. Look, here 2 is a subscript, we don't change this. Here 5 is a coefficient, we change this. By changing coefficient, we usually balance chemical equations. So thank you for viewing this video. Be well.